Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars at LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Utah State Aggies, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. And he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So BYU's offense will be first on the attack. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll move the wide receiver to the ground to try to pick up the first. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Utah State's offense has the ball for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jess, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Looking to throw, it's Webster. Good timing on the quick out. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Aggies look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on first down. That's reeled in. It's Thompson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Brown wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it past the marker. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yardage.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Now they'll run it to the right here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Ferguson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the 1st quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Going with the ground game left. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Oh, a lot of space. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. On the run, it's Ferguson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggies. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Florida is down right now inside the swamp, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Gainesville today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to TCU. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run the screen. Nice move to keep running. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Powers through the defender. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Can't get him to the ground. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Brown will throw it. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Quickly complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Phillips. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Brown wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll send the back in motion. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Ferguson. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. Absolute shank. Missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
The Cougars will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Looking downfield, it's Webster. Got his man quicker. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Back to pass. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
He's going to take off, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Defensively on 3rd and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around, now hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a 4th down and management. So much easier on the offense.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. With the catch, it's Perry. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The quarter comes to a close. Utah State has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Reads it, fires complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now on first down from the 43. Handoff to the lone back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Brown will throw it. Get it out on the screen. Turning it on. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Man, this offense needed that. They've got to get it going. That clock is ticking. They've got 0 points on the game. They've got to put a couple of plays together. There's play number 1. Let's see if they can get a streak going, get down the field, and put some points on the scoreboard.
The RPO, it's complete. He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21. And the Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And for this quarterback, when you see the walls of the cave start to shake and crumble, you got to get out of there. And eventually, it collapsed on him.
Well, especially in 3rd and short, Reese, like pull the ball down and go get me some yards and maybe get me a first down. And you got to have that awareness after a couple seconds in the pocket, especially on that 3rd and short situation.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage.
Oh, he's got some space. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll try to get outside. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On the run, it's Ellis. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. Under fire. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Brown wants to pass. He's got him. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. To the air on first down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Wide open downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Wants to throw again. Bringing the heat. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Brown will throw it. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down and run. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, BYU! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't get a negative play. But if I can be aggressive, Palmer, I'm still trying to go to the end zone to get the immediate dub.
And take as much pressure off of your kicker as you possibly can. You just got to wonder what he's thinking right now.
Breaks into the open on the left. He's out of bounds at the 45. He's got the first down here in the waning seconds. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Dropping back, it's Webster. Rushes on him. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's fourth down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Oh, he wants it all. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Utah State Aggies offense will get the ball first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way.
There he goes. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Webster. Now improvising. And he just chucks it into the 4th row. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play.
Which is illegal, you call. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's
a seam wide open. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll throw it from the red zone. Catch in the middle is Buckley. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They stop him short as he... to scramble and find his way to the goal line. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And that is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. So the Utah Utes offense will try to get something started with their first possession. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. Especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate. A lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays. Can we play a little bit deeper than normal? Sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
And the Utes come to the line in the hurry-up. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmy.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll keep it himself. Knocked off his feet.
And I love this strategy by the offense. Early in the game, first quarter, they're trying to put pressure on the defense and make them think and react quickly. You do that by running the option. Is it the running back? Is it the quarterback? Is he pitching? This quarterback is special with his ability to run the football, and now this is something the defense is going to have to contend with the rest of the game.
And the Utes are marching down the field.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass.
Wide open space. Touchdown, Utes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to pass. It's Webster. Fires to the wideout. Play, it's intercepted. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. On the move, it's Bray. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll give it to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He'll pull it on the read. And some room to work. Oh, what a catch! Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Utes moving quickly to the line. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He'll do it himself. Turning on the... Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race into the house. Touchdown, Utah!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory. He might have a question or two to answer about that decision. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Webster. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snapping out, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Makes the grab. It's Buckley. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Buckley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. He unleashes a long one. Snags it. And he will score! Touchdown, Utah State!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He leaves it with his back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Utes want to pick up the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To throw, it's St. Clair. Safe completion on the screen. He's loose. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Across the 25. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Utes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Looking for a productive play on first down. Here's the handoff. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan, because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here comes the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. Steps away. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Dropping back, it's Webster. Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. The 30, the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Utes. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Utah State, 7.
Fair catch, called for and made. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum. There he goes. It's a running room. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Grabbed over the middle. It's Perry. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Perry. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw. It's Webster. Oh, they're after him. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. And holding on to a first-half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Utah State about to kick it off to open the second half.
Utah State, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Got the quick completion. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Oh, out of space. He's at the touchdown, Utah. And the pummeling has started. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Back to throw, it's Webster. Completes it in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. That's caught. It's Perry. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. This Utah State offense has it going. From the gun, running back on the move.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quickly to the tight end. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the ground with the back. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back to pass, it's Webster. Here's the pressure. Quarterback got it himself. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires one high and deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. He's looking to pass. A little screen to the running back. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's a heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Aggies getting set on 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Crawford. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. On 1st and goal, let's see what Utah State calls. Trying to power it in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking for space, it's Crawford. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll leave it with him. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Utes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Got a man. It's Anderson. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. The Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. To the air. It's Webster. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. The quick out. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the...